guys, on this episode of Vhyshanvi Cooks, we're going to make something that requires graham crackers, butter, sugar, cream cheese, and some other ingredients. Do you guys know what it is? If you guess cheesecake, that is right. So to start off, we're going to get 2 packages of graham crackers and put it in our food processor. And I'm just going to give this a little head start before I add in the melted butter and the sugar for the crust. Perfect. Now I'm just going to add my sugar. I have about a tablespoon and a half of sugar. You're going to need more for the cheesecake batter, but this is all that's required for graham cracker crust, a tablespoon and a half. Along with that, I'm going to add about 5 to 6 tablespoons of butter, and you may need more depending on how wet or dry your crust is. Okay, I think this should be good. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more butter and pulse it back together, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I have divided the graham cracker mixture into 3 little tins. Usually for cheesecake you would use a springform pan or a pie tin dish, but because I'm serving this to other people as well, I'm using a rectangular tin foil. And so I pressed it down, and I'm just taking a back of a measuring spoon to pack it down. You can also use your fingers, which I'm gonna do later. And I'll show you what to do after you're packing. Okay, so now that I'm done packing it, I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes. It may be less or it may be more depending. You just want to create like a crust, right? You'll know it's done when you can hit on it, but like it won't break. Okay guys, so the graham cracker crust has just come out and it's cooling down. The oven's still on. So while this is cooling down, you're gonna make your cheesecake batter. You wanna make it at the same temperature as the graham cracker crust. So it's 350. So I'm gonna get started, and I'm gonna let this mix first and whip up together, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, once your batter comes to this consistency, you're gonna add some heavy cream, about half a cup of heavy cream. It's just gonna make it lighter and fluffier, guys. Like, honestly, it's so promising. Okay guys, once your batter looks velvety, you're gonna add your sugar. 2 cups of sugar is gonna be added. So now that you added your sugar, you're gonna mix it again, and I'll show you the next step. Once your sugar is incorporated, you're gonna add some sour cream for an extra bit of tanginess, and you're gonna add 2 cups. 2 cups is 1 tub of sour cream. So when you're looking in the grocery store, look for 500 ml in a tub, and you're good. Now just before I turn the mixer back on, I'm just gonna fold it in a little bit so I scrape the sides, and then I'm gonna turn the mixture on. Okay, there you go. Just scrape the sides, and I'm gonna turn the mixture back on. Oh my god, I can't speak today. And then I'm gonna show you the next step. Guys, the batter's coming beautifully. As you can see, it's still nice and velvety. Now I'm gonna add the eggs. I have 4 whole eggs, 1 at a time. So that's my first egg, and I'm gonna mix it. don't want to over mix it because it's going to become more densey. Right now, I'm just gonna stop it, see if it's all incorporated. If it is, then I'm gonna stop mixing it. If it's not, I'm gonna put it back together again. Okay, it looks all mixed. Now the next step is to add the flour. Now for the flour, I have 5 tablespoons of flour. That's just to combine it, so it's like a bit thicker, right? The batter's a bit thicker when it bakes. And then I'm just gonna fold the flour in. I'll show you what that looks like when I'm there. Okay guys, so I just sifted 5 tablespoons of flour using the sifter. It looks like this. And I also added a pinch of salt. I'm also gonna add about a teaspoon of vanilla. Again, you're folding because you created so much air when you use the whisk, so you don't want to deflate the batter. So you're just gonna fold it until all the flour is mixed together. Okay guys, so my cracker crust has cooled and my batter is ready, and now I'm just gonna evenly distribute it among the 3 crusts. Now I have a bigger foil tray because for a cheesecake you bake it in a water bath, so I have a bigger foil tray to help me with that. And I'm just gonna pour it. And the reason you bake your graham cracker crust is so that your batter doesn't seep through the bottom. Make sure to get all that goodness. Do not, I'm warning you guys, do not waste any of this batter. It's so yummy. Guys, I can't tell you how good it smells in here. So I've got the last of the batter in here. I'm just going to take my spatula and I'm just going to evenly distribute it. Okay, now this is going to bake for about 30 to 50 minutes. And then when it's ready, it's going to be slightly jiggly in the middle, and you're going to turn the oven off and let it cool in the oven for a bit before you take it out. And then take it out and then let it cool, and then you're going to put it in the fridge to harden a little bit. And I'll see you when that's ready.